Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A week ago, this PC government apologized to party members for its failure to listen to the grassroots. Yesterday, they backtracked again, this time on pension rollbacks, because they failed to listen to Albertans. But it's clear they still don't get it, because now they plan to ram through an omnibus bill without written briefings to Assembly members and without listening to Albertans. So, to the Premier, how can you expect MLAs to do the job Albertans expect when you hide changes to 16 pieces of legislation until 4 hours before debate begins?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I categorically disagree with the member. And, Mr. Speaker, I can tell you that the member raised one concern with me. I believe it was with the Minerals Amendment Act. And, Mr. Speaker, I can tell you that the minister briefed the party on April the 22nd. So 3 weeks ago, Mr. Speaker. And, Mr. Speaker, I can say that we sat down and talked with the members, and I answered questions. And I again answered questions of the House. And, Mr. Speaker, we feel that these are just administrative changes, and we're quite happy. Bill 12 will move forward.
Thank you. For supplemental.
Well, Mr. Speaker, they're not administrative changes, given that the Privacy Commissioner has specifically stated she hasn't had enough time to fully review the part of the bill that applies to her job, and given she's already raised preliminary concerns about whether you've gotten it right to the Premier. Albertans don't want their elected representatives to work over them. They want them to work with them. Why is your government preventing that yet again?
The Honourable Minister responsible for...
Well, Mr. Speaker, again, I read the clips this morning from the Privacy Commissioner, and I can say, Mr. Speaker, that the Privacy Commissioner's clips and comments were actually quite positive. The changes we're making in the Health Records Act especially. So, Mr. Speaker, I have no qualms about where we're moving forward, and I'm happy to sit down with any Albertan and discuss the merits of Bill 12, Mr. Speaker.
Final supplemental.
Well, you're reading the press release as quickly as you're reading your bill, because you missed the key points. Given that transgendered advocates are saying that they were not consulted and that they are against giving this cabinet carte blanche over when and how they can have their gender acknowledged by this government, and given this matter hardly amounts to a small administrative amendment, why won't the Premier school his House Leader about the difference between a Miscellaneous Statutes Amendments Act and an omnibus bill, and then do the right thing and just pull Bill 12?
The Honourable Associate Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I am happy to talk about the pieces of this omnibus bill that I helped champion, and certainly am very proud to have had constant and ongoing discussions with the LGBTQ community on this. I think what we're doing completely represents their care and concerns. I'm very happy to be able to witness what we're going to see this afternoon. Those relationships are built around mutual respect, inclusion, and acceptance. They are ongoing, and I'm very happy that in my ministry initiative, I'll be dealing with them on an ongoing basis.